So a little update here on M923. So start off, obviously I had to take the floor mat out in order to get the doghouse out to do the fuel line upgrade that we did there, or I did there. So then when I saw the floor was in rough shape, I'm like, I can spot patch some of these holes, and at some point I want to relocate the battery box or batteries out of this under the seat passenger battery box and move them outside of the vehicle. And as I'm trying to get the brakes wrapped up, because I want to get this truck inspected and get it on the road and, you know, drive it around before it snows flying again. So I figured I'll pull out the passenger side because I knew there was probably some issues under there. So it's not bad. There's been worse looking floors, but this definitely isn't the greatest. So I mean, I've got, you know, I got holes there, along there, right there. That's pretty thin right there. So I'm at a crossroads. I'm not 100% sure if I'm just going to kind of do some relatively localized patching, or if I'm going to wholesale take the whole floor out. That's quite the project. You know, these tack welds into that channel down there, it's more than I really wanted to get into. Fortunately, it's cheap. You're talking what, maybe 40 bucks and a piece of metal. There's a lot of zip wheels, some torching, and we can get it in, and just some welding. A lot of labor. Fortunately, my labor is free. So this is where I'm at. I'm not sure exactly what this is going to morph into work-wise, but this is a cab of an M923 with the floor removed. I'm sorry, the floor liner removed. Both seats removed, batteries all removed, and all that. So I disconnected the NATO plug over here. Anyways, I'm not planning on putting it back in. I hear those can be a source of leaking voltage, draining batteries down. The battery switch disconnects it anyways, but if you happen to leave it on, it could, you know, I guess have a small parasitic load drawing across it with moisture and stuff. It's a very small current on it. So this is what we got, and stay tuned. Let's see where our next steps are. I mean, really, at this point, all I would have to do is remove the emergency brake and the tubing, you know, the flanges coming through the floor, and remove the 4-wheel or the 6-wheel drive front axle shift on there. To do all this, but I just added probably another 20 hours onto this project, and but might as well face it now instead of facing it later or down the road after everything's put in, the seats are in, and then saying I wish I woulda, coulda, and I never did. So if you have a 923, it might not be a bad idea to take a look under the mat to see the condition. I wouldn't be surprised. These things get moisture trapped, especially high humidity areas. If people were off and driving through ponds with this, or, you know, through, you know, fording in water, that moisture gets trapped under there and just can't get out. And it slowly eats away, pits and eats. This has been all wire wheeled and vacuumed now completely. So this is just down to, this is the metal that's left.